Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here, Minister Akonis. You've had an eventful week. I know you were one of the proponents, especially within the Likud party, about trying to tamp down the flames surrounding the fire of judicial reform, try to calm tensions, but it seems like you're reaching your wits' end with some of the protesters.
First of all, Mike, with your permission, I would like to send my condolences to the families. 3 IDF soldiers were killed yesterday in a terror attack near the border, actually in the border with Egypt. So I suppose that all of us sending our condolences to the families, and I hope that it will be the last terror attack near the border with Egypt and in other places. Even though, as we all know, we are living in a very, very, let's say, interesting times in our region according to security issues and policy issues as well. And if you will want, we will talk about it in a minute or two. But I want to give you an answer. And I want to say to all of you, ministers and the deputy ministers, members of the Knesset, and to the audience here and outside, there is no danger to the Israeli democracy. There is no danger. The Israeli democracy is stable, is strong. Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East, and my suggestion is that will no one preach me, the Prime Minister, my colleagues from the cabinet, and the others about democracy. We know democracy, and we know that in the beginning of November, the people of Israel voted, and the results are the will of the people. And so this is a real democracy. So my suggestion is that, of course, everybody will calm down, and I suppose and I hope that it will happen very soon, because Prime Minister policy is to bring to the table, to the Knesset, the judicial reform, let's say, huge consensus. It's okay? Okay. Right after we will finish the negotiation, the talks in the president's residence, and then I hope that we can, can finish the summer session of the Knesset peacefully.
You're the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology. The tech sector right now in Israel is struggling. It's globally. In tech is struggling with investment. Specifically in Israel, the controversies around the judicial reforms, fairly or unfairly, have impacted the tech sector as well. What does the future, near-term and long-term, hold for the tech sector in Israel?
I will tell you, Israel knows as a powerhouse of science and technology and innovation. We are leading the world. You know, I think that in my first term as a Minister of Science and Technology, and I talked about it in your previous meetings, I signed 30 agreements. It's 30, you can hear the number, agreements with other countries around the world. I'm talking about India, I'm talking about United States, Latin America, Europe, other places in the Far East. Everybody wants to learn from us how to be an high-tech nation. And they are right. Now I have to tell you, according to the future, you asked, we recognize the food tech as the next cyber, if you want, where we deal in the cabinet, heading by Netanyahu, decided that the cyber will lead the industry 10 years, it was 10 or 12 years ago. Now, I suppose, first of all, we already declared in the Committee of Science and Technology, I am the chair of the committee, that the food tech will be will bring a national program to the cabinet, and I hope that Minister Shikli and the other ministers will vote for the national program of food tech. That was one example. We are dealing with the AI, we are dealing with the quantum, we are dealing with water tech and agri-tech, and I think that we have a bright future. I am optimistic. I can't be pessimistic. And I'm calling upon all the others. You know, and I said it in the committee in the Knesset, stop talking and stop saying bad things about the state of Israel, about the Israeli economy, and about the Israeli high-tech. Thank you.
Part of the technology sector in Israel is tech diplomacy. It's exporting technology to the world for a good purpose and for diplomatic purposes. I know last time you were a minister, 2018, I guess it was, you created an international tech expo hosted by Israel. There were a number of ministers from foreign countries that came to that. Another one is planned here. What is the plan? What's the mission this time?
You're right. Last time it was May 2018. Then we celebrate 70 years of independence. This year, I suppose that it will be in October. Actually, we are celebrating 75 years of independence. So, first of all, I suppose to invite ministers from all over the world again to Jerusalem to celebrate with us. But the umbrella will be 75 years of innovation. And they will come, I suppose, from States, from Europe, from Far East, from Australia, I hope, everywhere to celebrate with us and actually to salute the Israeli innovation.
I want to really quick bring up food tech. You just passed a approval for a company called Remilk to develop non-animal dairy products. What's the next big thing after that?
So that's the reason that I brought it to the table of the committee. We want, much less bureaucracy. We want, let's say, a national program like in the United Kingdom. They approved in their cabinet a national program that, let's say, it will be much, much faster to actually to give the license to the companies who are dealing with food tech. And this is the main purpose of the, let's say, the national program that I'll bring to the cabinet table as soon as possible.
Anything else on the horizon in terms of innovation, in terms of science? I know there's a long-standing partnership between the U.S. and Israel on that front. They just celebrated an anniversary recently for the Binational Science Foundation. What kind of partnerships can we look forward to?
The ally with the United States is very, very strong. I'm talking about, of course, the policy issues, the security issues, the space issues, and the other issues. I suppose that you know that from 2020, it's allowed to Americans actually to deal with R&Ds in Judea and Samaria in the Golden Heights. So this is only one thing that we did in the past. The Bird Foundation, they will meet in the end of June in Washington, and we will announce about all other programs to the next future. It's very, very, very important foundation, Israeli-American foundation, and we are doing a lot. Of course, I met the NASA Director General. We are meeting with investors. A lot of people want to be part of the wonder, the Israeli wonder of science, technology, and innovation. And, my goal is to assure that it will continue in the next decade.
Very informative. Minister Ophir Akonis, thanks so much for taking.
Thank you very much. תודה רבה לכם. שבוע טוב. תודה לכולכם.
Thank you very much.